Hey guys, Tony here, and I'm putting together an FAQ Google Doc, okay? And these are questions that I see within the Skype group. If anything pops up in the support as well, then I can check in there as well. Now, I will try and update this as much as I can, but sometimes I'm going to be limited for time, so it might take some time before we can add bits and pieces in here. But we got off to a good start anyway today. I've just started to put this together, so you can see I've got some notification up here for the license issues. Some people are still having trouble with the license keys. Now, first of all, if you're having that problem, then just send in an email to support@anthonyhayes.me, okay? If you do that, then we will go and check it. We will manually fix it for you. We did have some mistake that I made with what they call the IPN key, which is a key that allows some API communication from Zaxa and our license system, and PayPal as well. It all kind of works all together. I'd set it up wrong, but yesterday we corrected my mistakes, and it should have been auto sending the license key email again, the automated license key that you get whenever you purchase. Well, we updated that, we fixed that. You should have got another email. We did test it with one customer, and he did get his new email, and within that new email there was an extra license key. We've actually put a separate license key now for the desktop tool, okay? It might be called Views Processor within the license system. So if you see something in your automated email that says Views Processor, that's the desktop tool, okay? Second, people asking about Squid Proxies, okay? I put in here the link that you can go to, and I put in here the code that you can use to get a 30% off discount. How many proxies do you need? I suggest to start with 25, okay? 25 is enough to begin with. If you want to get more aggressive, you can. What I think is best to do with this is, once we have enough members in, you might want to find 5 or 6 people that are using 100 proxies each, and get really aggressive in one sort of private group together where you're all using Squid proxies. You've got very high quality proxies. You want to run really aggressive campaigns. You can trust each other to do the things that you need to do. Then go into the private group and do that. Buy 100 Squid proxies and go and run thousands of views, okay, if you want. Okay, next thing, this is truth. This is put here, by the way, shocking fact. This is truth. You have enough credits. If you only want to do CTR views, you have enough credits to last you a lifetime. Okay, you would probably never need to buy any more credits again if you bought the packages for like 22,500, or if you bought the credits for 50,000, or even the 10,000. It's going to take some time. If you've been using Serpattack Alpha, for example, you will know that you're running, like 50 views per video with 25 proxies. How long is it going to take you to get through that if you've got 22,500 credits or 50,000 credits? Okay, now you're probably wondering, why would you do that as a business, Tony? Why would you do that? Because CTR is not the only game in town. There's a lot of terminology right now, CTR manipulation. Like, listen, we've been doing this for years and years. Okay, we didn't turn up just 5 minutes ago doing this stuff. The real value in this kind of strategy is to get the YouTube suggested video algorithms. Okay, if we can hack into that, if we can trigger that, that's basically where the real money is, for want of a better term. Okay, we're not doing this just for rankings. We want traffic. Fuck the rankings. We want traffic. Seriously, we want traffic. Okay, there's a lot of traffic in YouTube. Okay, of course we will get rankings if we trigger the algorithms. That's a side effect. It's not the main goal. We want traffic. We do SEO to get traffic. Okay, so how do we do it? Well, we can do it by triggering the algorithms for YouTube suggested, or some people call it recommended video algorithm, by doing bulk views. Okay, now over the course of the next few weeks, I'm going to be doing live webinar sessions, and in those sessions we're going to cover 5 different strategies. We will call it Rank Attack SEO Strategy 1, Strategy 2, Strategy 3, etc. Okay, I might give them slightly different names at the end of it instead of just a number, but we've got 5 different strategies. all of them are geared to work with this. Remember, we've been doing this since 2014. We didn't turn up and start doing this in 2020 or 2021. We've been building tools. We've been using this for years and years and years, and people don't know what they don't know. I'm going to reveal stuff in those 5 strategies that work, okay? Stuff that you can do with Serpattack quite easily with 2-minute campaigns. Not fucking about. Just 2-minute campaigns, you get stuff done, okay? And quit the bullshit and quit all this noise and stupid terminology. Let's just get the work done. We're not here to make SEO a habit. We're here to get traffic to monetize. We're here to get traffic to build our list. We're here to get traffic to build audiences. We're here to get traffic. It's not a hobby, okay? Did you get into internet marketing to make it a hobby that you spend loads of money on tools and softwares and buying hyperlinks on Fiverr.com? Of course you didn't. Let's get serious. Let's do this properly, okay? It's not a hobby. You're doing this to get traffic. So what are we going to do to get traffic? Well, if we're going to black hat route, we want to get traffic by triggering algorithms, and there's more than one algorithm, okay? Way more than one algorithm, and it goes deeper and deeper into each part of that as well. So that's what we're going to cover, okay? So the main thing is, once we start to get the home IPs, and maybe we can build in something for mobile IPs as well. We will look at that once my coder is back to work properly. He's not properly back to work yet, but when he is, we will look at that. If it's something we think is doable, if it's something we think is going to be very, very good to do and achievable, and it's going to benefit everybody, I will get it done, okay? That's as simple as that. But for now, our main goal is to get home IPs. Why? Because once we've got the home IPs, it's already built in, the features already built in, the technology is already built in. The only thing missing is the amount of members, okay? The only thing missing is the amount of members. If we have enough members, we can be using real Google browsing, okay? We can be using real YouTube logins. We can be using, they can have their YouTube channels already logged into, and they can be doing views, they can be doing comments, they can be doing subscribes, they can be doing likes, they can be doing social shares. All of that is possible. All of it, okay? But we need a big enough membership. Part of it's coded. We don't have all of those things I just mentioned coded, but it wouldn't take us longer than a couple of days probably to add them, even if we're just adding one at a time. The most important one to me in there is going to be either likes or getting social shares. It's not subscribers. You know why? Because when you have a high amount of subscribers and you publish a new video, and from those subscribers you don't get so many views, well, that's a very negative. Remember, we're talking about engagement signals, right? So if you've got 1,000 subscribers and only 2 of your subscribers watch your videos, but you've got 890 strangers watching it, it's kind of a flag. It's a red flag. So we want to be careful when it comes to subscribers. Again, if you want to do that kind of thing with subscribers, work with people in a private group that you can trust. Subscribe to each other. Maybe you've got 20, 30 of you. You don't need 100. You don't need 1,000 subscribers to make the subscriber algorithms trigger suggested videos. And that's our goal, is to trigger suggested video algorithms, okay? That's where the real traffic is. That, in my opinion, is where the real traffic is. Okay, the next question we got was, how will the desktop tool know to run a campaign if I'm not doing views for my own personal projects and I leave the desktop tool open? How does it know, or will it know to run the campaigns? Well, let's just have a look very quickly. Okay, you can see here, if I come into my projects and I come over to this one here, you can see this is, I've only done like 4 views here, but what I could do to run more views in this a specific one, I could go into share to group, right? And when I click on share to group, I can choose the group that I want to use. So for example, I've got 50 Squid Proxies YouTube ads group. I can click on that and save it, right? Now what will happen then, anybody who has their desktop tool open, who is a member of that group, the desktop tool communicates with the web application, okay? So when a campaign is done, when any changes is done within the web application, it's going to notify the desktop tool, okay? That's basically how it works, and it happens literally within seconds, okay? Literally within seconds, it's communicating. That's what the API does, it communicates. So that's how that works. So yes, they will know. The other thing is, let me just come back into the questions here. The other one was, the final question was, how many views to send? Well, this was such a big answer that I had to do, that I actually put this into the Skype group chat, and then I copied and pasted everything I did there. So what I've done is I've linked to that from here. So you will see that we have this Google Doc, and you can get access to that from inside the members area. If anybody wants to get some extra credits, or you know some assistant that's looking for work who is very, very good with WordPress, that can do these kind of jobs for me, basically I need someone to take these kind of things and the stuff that I answered in Skype, for example, and put them into a blog post within Serpattack WordPress site. Okay, so that we've got a blog post that we can just link to for all of this kind of stuff, and we can build this up. Now, this video I'm calling this Serpattack FAQs Volume 1. There will be more questions, I've got no doubt about it. I will answer them as and when I can get time to record them and put them into this Google Doc, okay, the first Google Doc. And when I've got a longer answer, I will just put a link like I have done here, and you can navigate to any part of this. From clicking the sidebar, you can find the exact questions, etc. So this question, you can see I've linked to here. And basically, what we put in here is the question, and here's my answer, like, how many hits or views should I send, how fast, and over what period of time? Well, we've got some good tools that we can tap into. Keywords Everywhere Chrome extension, for example. I am going to add the Keywords Everywhere tool into the Serpattack desktop tool. You will need to have a separate license key for that. And we need to do that because on your desktop tool, you've kind of got unlimited amount of installs that you can do. So any separate tools that we put in there, we probably just have to put a separate license key for each, so that even if you're sharing this with 100 people, then it's only good if they've got access to your credits, and it's only good if they have the license keys for each individual tools. So things like the rank checker should really be on a separate license key. We will do that over time, okay? And for the Keywords Everywhere extension, well, we will add that as well. We've actually added that into Ad Blaster. We've got it in TubeKit. TubeKit's got a lot more information attached with it, but we will add a basic version inside the Serpattack tool. So if I just show you the example from Ad Blaster, and you will see what it will look like. Okay, so here I am in Ad Blaster. If I go to the Keywords Everywhere tool here, this is what we will put into the Serpattack desktop tool. You will need a separate license for this to work, okay? What we can do here is we can put in a whole bunch of keywords that you get from a keyword tool, for example. You can get from keyword tools like Suggest, and there's another couple that you can get like from free tools, surprisingly good free tools as well. And we're building one of our own free tools as well that will be a web application that you can access soon too. But for now, what I've done is I've just taken some keywords from Suggest. Okay, so Suggest, let's go and see how we did that, so you can see everything exactly the way you can use this, like very, very, very effectively. If I go into Suggest and I go into the keywords and I put in here YouTube advertising, for example, that was the keyword I used here, and I click on the search. Okay, so I'm just going to sign in with a free account. I think this is a free account I've got on here. So you can see that you don't need to actually spend money to be able to use this. Okay, we've got a free account. Come into keywords overview. You can see we've got YouTube advertising. Now, when we come down here, you can see that we can click on view all keywords. Click on that. And come in here and you can see we've got all of these keywords in here, right, that we can tap into. And they're all very, very closely related. Every single one of them has got the word YouTube and the word advertising within the title. Okay, you can see these are very close variants of each other's keywords, each of these keywords. You will see, because it's a free account, that there's another 778 more keywords I could get data for. Okay, but I need to take a trial or I need to upgrade, but they don't stop you copying all to clipboard. And if you're using the Keywords Everywhere extension, well, it costs you $10 to get 100,000 credits. Now, I bought 100,000 credits back in January, 2021 I've still got 70,000 credits or 72,000, something like that. And the key to it is that you can go into the settings for keywords everywhere, and you can say don't give data on every search that I do. Let me click a button if I want data on a specific search. So if I'm in YouTube, for example, and I want to get data for something, you can see that you've got 3 or 4 different options within YouTube with the Keywords Everywhere Chrome extension. And if you do your settings correctly, which I'll show you a screenshot of my settings so you can copy it, then it's not going to use up your credits unless you click a button to use up your credits that you are aware of, okay? And that can save you the money. But also, Suggest is a very, very, very good tool, and you can get it right now for $120 lifetime. It's worth it. It's worth every penny. Neil is doing a fantastic job with that, and he will keep making it better. And he's a guy who walks the walk. He's not. It's not theory with Neil. He's done multiple millions of dollars in sales for his own products, and he's ranking for God knows how many keywords. The guy's a content machine, and even if he's getting interns or somebody else to make that content, then he's got a super system to be able to make that happen. I wish I could learn that, but that guy's knocking out content on a regular basis and ranking, and he's getting millions and millions of hits from search engine optimization to his content on a regular basis. It's just he's a beast when it comes to content. He knows what should be in the keyword tool. It's worth that $120 just to tap into that in itself, because he's building the tool for him to use for himself and for his team. Okay, so definitely worth it. For us though, we needed an API to work with. Neil does not have an API for Suggest. So the next best thing is Keywords Everywhere. Okay, we can put in the API for Keywords Everywhere, costs $10. We get 100,000 credits, and then when we come in here, you can see that we can pull in all that information from Suggest. You can see I've got 236 keywords in here, and you can see that once I start to fetch info, I can get this information back, and when I start to check search results, I can find out if any of these keywords have got a video on page 1 of Google. Now if I come down a little bit, you can see here what stands out. This one here, pay for YouTube promotion, 3,600 monthly searches. The Untitled competition is only 96. Problem is it doesn't have video on page 1 of Google, but you can manipulate that title. If you go for the rank sculpting course that I did, the one I was going to sell for $300, and that's not bullshit. It's a very, very good course. You will learn something new with that course. Okay, go for the course. You will find out how to sculpt your headlines so that you get traffic from multiple keywords. It's all in your headline optimization. It's really stupid simple. It's unbelievably simple, and nobody's teaching because a lot of people just don't know what they don't know. Okay, so go and have a look at that, and basically you can sculpt your title so that there will be some keywords that you can rank for, as well as this one, and on top of this one that does have video on page 1 of Google. So this is how we can use that. I will put that in. It will be a separate license key. Okay, so that's basically how we can use the keywords everywhere. Now, coming back to my question in here and how I answer my question in here, well, I've given screenshots and step-by-step instructions on what to do, and I've covered keywords everywhere, and I've covered vidIQ, and I've covered TubeBuddy. Just very basic information that you might or might not know, or you might just appreciate a reminder. But the information is there that can give you some information about how much views you should do. But also do not forget that when you are choosing to do views, if you have a look, for example in vidIQ, you will see that they have trending videos, okay? And you can see the trending videos for that particular keyword, related to that particular keyword, how many views they got initially, okay? So you can see from vidIQ how many views per day, or actually from Keywords Everywhere you can see how many views per day, okay? In fact, let me just show you what that looks like. Let's come into Google Chrome, and I'll go into this YouTube. I've got my search for get more views on YouTube. Okay, you can see here that the search volume is 18,100 per month. That's for Google search. Right, now if I come into the keyword inspector, or if I come into the search insights for Keywords Everywhere, if I click on this show advanced metrics in here, okay, what it's going to do is going to show you some information here. That channel, for example, it's got 164,000 subscribers, and it will say VPD, views per day, 2,268 views per day. This video, it's got 1.4 million views. Okay, so you can get an idea from here. But also, when you look at the information from vidIQ, if I go to the keyword inspector and I put in here, let's see. Get more views on YouTube. And I click on the search in here, and you can see top trending videos. Okay, you can see this one was uploaded 19 days ago. It's got 58,000 views. This one here was uploaded 8 days ago. It's got 18,000 views. You can see what's trending. You can get some information from those. You can see, maybe get some insight into what's making them popular. It's because they've got a lot of subscribers or something breaking out that's kind of new. A lot of the time it's because of the actual channel. But also when you're in here, you can see channels that are related to your niche. Okay, and that can give you some good insights. And also you can see the search volume in vidIQ. It's insanely high compared to any other keyword tool. I don't know exactly how they're getting the keyword volumes. My guess is that they're using suggested video as the guide. And if they're using suggested video as the guide, that makes sense why the search volumes are way more than what you will find in any Google keyword tool. Because suggested video will get far more views than what you can get from YouTube search and Google search. The real YouTube is the most popular website in the world. It's the second largest search engine in the world, but it's the most popular website in the world. It's the second most popular website in America. Worldwide, it's number one. Okay, the amount of traffic in YouTube should not be underestimated. You cannot attempt to guess with YouTube search volumes for keywords what you will probably get. Okay, they have probably done something based on suggested video. That's my guess, and that's why the search volumes are insanely high. There's far more traffic in suggested video. So when you hear things like CTR manipulation, well, if you go into the bulk views manipulation, if you want to use that terminology, then bulk views is where the action really is. Okay, that's where you want to get things happening, and if you can get things happening there, then you can get results, and you can do this in a big way. And that's why I've given you so many credits. If you used, say for example, you bought 50,000 credits, I don't think you can use them in your lifetime just for CTR. Okay, but if you use them properly the way I've designed the tool to be used, we're going to be doing bulk views, and I'm going to give you strategies for doing bulk views so that we can trigger algorithms that can tap into keywords with this kind of search volume. Okay, does that make sense? That's where we are. Okay, that's where we are, that's where we're going. Hope that all makes sense. So anyway, that's enough for today. So you can see more of these come up. If anybody knows a good person for WordPress, please let me know. I need to put these onto a blog post so everybody can reach them. But for now, they're in the Google Doc because it's quick and easy for me to do, and I can get on with the rest of my day and do my work. Okay, so thank you for watching.